Well, hi guys, Paul here from PA Brew News, and it is the time again. Winter is upon us, and I have festive lights for no fucking reason. And there you go. So there's a lot of that. But we do have a beer here from a brewing company from Belgium. I've never had anything from, and I just picked it up. There's a Straffe Heinrich, and this is their Xmas Blend 2, a quad coming in at a very sessionable 11% alcohol by volume. It was established in 1856, a Belgian ale, and an oak aged quadruple blend 2. It says imported by Vetten importers from Chantilly, Virginia. There we go. Straffe product of Belgium. Brewed and bottled by De Half Mon Brewery. And from can't wow, that is tiny printing. 6,000 Burgess. So there we go. And then Adam comes in with a hello, Mr. Paul. Well, hello, Adam. And well, 5 viewers. That's insane. Let's get this thing going because I'm excited. And it's Yule time. Here it is. Here it is. There's lights everywhere. I just don't know what to do with all these damn lights. So there we go. All the all the shopping is done. All things are done. Afternoon, all. My boss has finished for Xmas, so I'm skiing off watching YouTube. Well, that's what you should be doing. You should really be doing all of that. Let's get it. Oh, almost. It's almost a turn. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Oh, that was a disappointing pop. It's kind of like my, you know, bedroom experiences. Anyway, here we go. We got the Saint Filion glass. Here. Oh no, Saint Bernardus. I picked the Saint Bernardus up. I was gonna pick the Saint Filion one up, but I picked the Saint Bernardus instead. I don't want to use the Saint Filion. God damn it! I'm gonna go get that one. I'm sick of this. There we go. I don't know. I saw I saw Dean today. He did the he did a Saint Filion Belgian blend Christmas ale. So cool for him. So here's the bottle art and the classic half moon face. Very beautiful bottle, I think personally. Let us glug 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 into the Saint-Fillon glass. I think that's good. We'll let that breathe. Pop it right here. Okay, that's good. Right here, I am working until noon on Christmas Eve. I am working till 6 a.m. Christmas. Good times. And then boom, we're all experienced a disappointing pop. I'm sure. I am sure. I am sure. Some point in time happens to us all. Jake's officially 30. The pops will be coming much more frequently. Anyway, this is a beautiful burgundy color. It's kind of like a soft brune. Got kind of crimson ruby nuances right through it. Lovely rosewood, muted browns. Nice ring around for this one. Of course, alcohol legs from that 11% alcohol by volume, rimming the glass. Rimming the glass. And then some legs sticking, some lacing sticking already. That's nice to see. Let's get an aroma. I've never had anything from this brewing company from Belgium, so I'm really excited to try it. Cheers. Prost and all those things. And hopefully you can hear me okay because I have my headphones in, but the mic should still be working over there. It smells clove, something that reminds me of a nutmeg in there as well, surprisingly, because I don't think they put any spices in this, but that I know of. But it's clove, almost a nutmeg vibe. You have toasted brown bread tonalities. Sound is fine, Mersey says. Well, thank you, good sir. I always like to check. So, caramel. Apparently, I just put beer all over myself. That's awesome. Almost a hint of something that reminds me of a baker's chocolate, but it's really subtle. Candied sugar, brown sugar, very, very pronounced, like nutmeg clove vibe coming out of this thing. Dark, dark toasted sugars, burnt sugars, toffee. Very broody beer, very dark beer. No sharp. There's not a lot of sharp tonalities except for that nutmeg clove vibe. There's not a lot of. Excuse me. I pour some beer on me. I didn't. I don't really. I'm not picking up a lot of different like distinct. My light sling, my bullet belt light sling. Not a lot of distinct tonalities of fruits and things like that coming out of this. It's more just those subtle spices, a lot of burnt sugars, those candied sugar, those tonalities of a little bit of brown bread, molasses, those kind of things. Not a lot of vibrant stuff coming out of the nose. But now we've had a chance to let this breathe for a little bit, waft some of that ABV off, waft some of that kind of caged fury off. Let's get into it and try it and see what it is. Cheers. And happy Yule. Happy Yule here. The kids are excited. They always get their Yule presents. So cheers. It's a bit thin. It's a bit thin. It's actually kind of by the end of it, it's actually kind of the low side of a medium body by the end of it. The front of the palate, you got that medium side of a medium body, goes down like a dream. Does not taste like it's 11% alcohol by volume in the slightest. Where it lacked in the nose, you get a little bit of a red apple peel in the bottom there, in the back half. Real nice. It's not as dark and broody as I would have assumed. It's dry though. It is a drier beer. It doesn't have a lot of residual sugars, kind of wafting different candied sugars, those caramels, those things like that. The oak aging has definitely added a little bit of an oaky woodiness to this one too, soaring right through the center of the palate, finishing it off in a little bit of earthiness, pepperiness as well, mixing with that red apple peel. There is some sort of subtle, there is some a subtle kind of toasted sugar, burnt sugar, caramelized sugar tonality, those soft little toffee tones wafting around through the palate, but they're not sweet. They're just kind of there. They're just kind of mixing in with the earthiness that's kind of come through, that little woody oakiness, a little bit of that red apples coming through. You're not getting bold brown sugars, bold molasses, dark fruits. You're not even getting a lot of the coriander, not coriander, clove, nutmeg that I was just talking about. That was very vibrant in the nose. The clove was huge in the nose. Not so much in the actual flavor, which is really confusing. I didn't expect that. Little subtle qualities that remind me of a little bit of a pumpernickel bread, but they're very subtle. Right at the front, there's a couple zippy notes, sharp notes that kind of rise up between everything. Remind me a little bit of a pumpernickel and a little bit of a crust of a brown bread. It's all being kind of layered down with that kind of overly caramelized candied sugar, so it never gets overly sweet. It's really easy drinking. This beer would be an excellent beer to go with your meal, your Christmas dinner. But it also, it still satisfies the palate enough, I would think. It's not as bombastic and complex and stuff. It is cohesive, Joe, but not as bombastic as I would like for a standalone beer as a whole. But it still is very nice. It's very smooth. And Thomas comes in. Hello, Thomas. Happy winter to Thomas. And but it's the nuances of this are nice. The subtle tonalities, the approachable nature of the beer, the fact that the 11% is completely hidden is definitely a plus as well. This would go well with many dishes. It would go well with your Christmas dinner, your winter dinner, your Yule dinner, your New Year's dinner. I don't care how. I don't know the date specifically on this bottle. It might be. Wait, actually, is there an age? 2018. I should have put that in the doodly doo. So it's 2 years aged. 2018. It is smooth as silk. It is a little bit on the low key side for me, but it is smooth as silk. Tastes great overall. There's a little bit of a nuance of an ABV right at the back, kind of wafting through the palate. And it almost gives you that nuance of because of that woodiness, that oakiness, and that waft of that kind of soft fusel alcohol, that ethanol alcohol kind of wafting through, bringing a little bit of a caramel with it. It almost gives you that little back end nuance of if you took a sip of a bourbon barrel aged beer. Not that there's bourbon in it, but it's coming with that booze. It's coming with that oakiness. A little hint of caramel is coming back at you right there, and it kind of gives you that waft, that little that's nice. It brightens the beer up right at the end of the palate. Overall, it's a pretty nice beer. I'm not going to throw it too high in the scale. I can't even remember what I paid for it at all. I don't even know what I did with the cork. The cork doesn't have it on it. The cage. It's cage, no price, no fucking idea. Let's just say it was free. And there we go. So let's get back into this. Cheers. Ding. Still clear as a bell. Still clear as a bell. There is a soft ring, a soft, subtle ring of sedimentation, but not much. This is definitely not a beer that's going to murk up too much just by what I'm seeing in the glass here. We'll just leave the ring as it be because it's just a subtle ring. That's it. The rest is in the glass. Now it murked up just a touch, not too much. Let's get into it. Check it out. Readiness just kicked up a little bit, as to be expected. Just the subtle tonality of it. It's still not killing anything that I really like. The red apple is still in there. What's the ABV? The ABV comes in at an extremely sessionable 11% alcohol by volume. A great beer to start your day with. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, nice 750 of 11% quad. It doesn't drink like a quad, though. It doesn't drink like an 11% quad. It doesn't have, like, for instance, the Rochefort 10s or the St. Bernardus 12s. Those have a little bit more bombastic natures, a little bit more different fruit compounds, different more sugar compounds. This and that's kind of bolder. This is subtle. This is drinking like a slightly subtle, more subtle version of a St. Bernardus or a Rochefort 8. And the Rochefort 8 are still pretty bold on some of those different sugar compounds, a little bit more bolder on the dark fruits, for example. This is a little bit dialed back from that. The 8 is lower in ABV. This was oak aged though. Gave it time to kind of level out and breathe more, kind of become to maturity. It's 2 years of age already. So there is carbonation. It's not heavily carbonated. It's not attacking your palate, anything like that. It's real nice. It's smooth. It's subtle. This is a great beer, in my opinion, to be drinking with meals. It is absolutely fantastic. This is a fantastic beer to be pairing with meals. It's almost got that the Grimbergen beer that was really great. It's made to be drank for people coming in hungry, thirsty. Here's your food. Here's this beer. It's one of those kind of beers. It has the not maybe the ABV, but the flavor tonality, the flavor overtones to this beer are perfect for just here's your goblet of beer, here's a plate of food, warm up by the fire, and let's have a good time together. That's what this beer kind of resonates as I drink it. Kind of, I could see the old pubs and stuff, and people coming in all covered with snow and things like that. They get a thing of this, and they get some nice stewed, sausages and breads and butters and cheese, and just get it there and just drink. And things are magical, and everyone's plucking ducks for no reason, and things are having some busty fucking ladies scrubbing the floor for no reason. I watched a lot of Furious Vampire Killers, but like, but it's yeah, definitely good stuff. Mm. Just gonna take my time, sip this down, have a good time. Absolutely. Seems like everybody's kind of working. Kind of shot a link over to some of the guys in the UK, Ireland, and Europe, but they are at work right now, which is to be expected. I mean, it's 6 o'clock there, so everyone has like kind of their different times. But I figured, fuck it. If I do it now, because it's 12, I have to go get the girls at 5. So that gives me 5 hours to enjoy this beer, relax, eat some food, take a nap, and I will be absolutely 100% for tonight. It's warm, nice warm light bulbs. Woo. But I do have two, one, two, three, 4 beers. I have 4 beers here tonight. So I am ready for another hangout. I'm off for the next 2 days, so we'll see if we can get back online. And we are drinking right now the Straffe Heinrich Xmas Blend 2 2018 Quadruple Ale at 11% alcohol by volume. I think it's really good. I'm not going to give it the highest score in the world. If you kind of worked this out by now, it is lacking in some, even though it shines in other aspects. I'm going to give it an 8.5 out of 10. I think it's worth that all day long. It's the first delving I've ever had into the brewery of Straffe Heinrich. What was it? The Hadman brewery. So I enjoyed it. I think it was pretty good. I'm definitely going to enjoy the rest of it. I'm probably going to pop on a movie and yeah, just relax for a while. So thank you for joining me. This is Paul from PA Brew News with the Yule Special 2020. 2020 hasn't been all bad. It's really not that bad. I mean, if you really think about it, you still have your legs and arms, then you're pretty good. You're pretty good. You know what I mean? It's one of those kind of things. So it's one of those ones you have to be thankful for what you have because many others have less. And yeah, if I didn't have thumbs, I wouldn't be able to hold a beer glass really well. Not like this, pinky out, sons. So I mean, thankful for that. Mm. Just finally got my driveway plowed out with the nice 2 feet of snow we got. So liking that even better. Anyway, I've waffled on for far too long, almost 20 minutes. I really appreciate you guys for stopping in, joining, watching, and we will see you on the next time for PA Brew News. Cheers and happy winter, happy Yule, and upcoming Merry Christmas to everybody who celebrates it. Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, New Year's, all that crap. You know what I mean? Yeah. Remember, Yule was first. Cheers. Mm. So good, baby. Cheers. Watch that finger. Here it comes. And boom. And we're booming. Bow.